Excuse me. I'm just here to chill and try and get some rank up, but it's not going to be as easy as when ISM was there. Yeah, my body's physically corked. But it's not that bad. Just in the couple weeks that I've been doing it, though, my fucking abdominals have really stiffened up. And I still have no upper body. My fucking forearms are like a tall boy beer can, but my biceps are like a chicken leg. It makes no sense. My body proportions are so disgusting. I don't know how I've been getting all the compliments I have been getting recently.
Capture their base.
Got so used to people telling me I look like shit.
I see one. Enemy spotted us. Loaded and ready. They spotted us. Target's locked. Target straight through. Enemy spotted us. Locked, loaded and ready. Capturing our base. Dropping target. Loaded up. Let's turn.
Hey Dustin.
What's going on, Hyro? Interesting day, in it.
NMRN, but today was hilarious and good.
I told you that you'd find something fun to do on there. We goblins stick together. I'm a rat goblin. Goblin rat. Otherwise known as a kobold. Oh god. Oh, that's just...
Also, what us with the goblin
that's what
face.
Reyna started calling Richie. Because the face he makes when he's like... and he like snickers. He makes him look like a fucking goblin. And we all just kind of hit it off as good friends. So... we all made a group on Discord, and then we were like, why do we have a group? We should just make our own server. And just add cool people that we feel fits into the group. It's like when I was telling them about you, I was telling them like, no, Hyro's cool. It'll take him like a while to open up and actually start talking like a dude. He's like me. I was trying to explain to them, like, I have the same problem he has, except for in video game party chats.
Damn,
I don't know
I
why.
lost my glasses.
Damn, dude. Did you lose them outside?
No inside.
If you want to be listening to the same background music I'm listening to, I'm currently listening to a YouTube video that's called Aesop Rock Select Songs, and I'm on 6B Panorama.
I don't know where I put them.
Actually at 1,000 deaths. Oh, well, hopefully you find them, dude. You definitely can't see shit on the screen right now.
Yeah, I can't eat.
Yeah,
I
it was
gotta
just
put
like...
my face up to my phone to type muscle memory.
Enemies in the area. Take them out or capture their base.
Yes, road. Now I can get some grit. Draft.
Like I said, I have no problem talking to people, but forcing myself to put on my camera is awkward.
Optics up. Searching the area. Got an enemy here.
Yeah, that can take a while, I understand.
They're looking at us.
You suck.
Unless I know you.
Oh no.
Fire at will.
Oh no. What have I done? Whoa. Yeah, but everyone, like I was trying to tell you on Discord, dude, everyone is random on there.
They spotted us. Target locked. Put them in our sights.
No, why are you just sitting there out in the open, guy? This is a ranked match.
They're looking at us.
Oh my god, I hit the stupid fucking tiger key again. And they have a dreadnought.
Locked, loaded, and ready. They spotted us.
Fucking bitch. Just go where I point. Go where I point, you fucking little bitch. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Got them in our sights. Friendly destroyed. They're looking at us. We're immobilized. Now went straight through. Tracks up. Let's move.
That was a
Great
terrible
job.
match.
Let's get paid.
I need to remember to side scrape in any engagement if I can. Bronze League. You get to watch me climb. But no, don't. I know it can be awkward to go into a room where someone's already having a conversation and stuff like that, but especially because you're not like most of the people on there. You're obviously too young to be drinking. You don't really smoke.
Oh yeah, I am in Platinum 3 in Smite now.
Wow, how long did that take you? Like 2 weeks to get to Platinum 3 from like what? Gold?
Yet
It's
I am
fine.
just a normal person. Bronze 3.
Bronze 3, yeah. You got a good team. They do a good job carrying you. You know what I mean? I don't know where this voice just came out of nowhere, but this is my new talking voice from now on. Yeah. What the fuck? Ew.
That is why I couldn't find a group I could be in since everything is 420.
Sometimes I surprise myself with the random fucking voices I come up with. Justin Moyland, I swear, if you need voice talent for dumb, random background Rick and Morty voices, I'll take the job. I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it. Oh, I'll take that. We get those.
Optics up. Searching the area.
Ticket, emoji broken heart.
It's not that there's nothing wrong with not smoking. There are a lot of people who go on that shit that don't smoke.
Lost the track. Track's up. Let's go. Enemy spotted us. Releasing target. Locked, loaded and ready.
We take those emoji happy tears. It is like you're returning into one of those goobers on there.
Unlocking
You aren't side scraping, bro. Bro, you're not side scraping.
fixed.
Bro,
Let's roll.
bro, you're not side, I mean, you are hurting me, but you aren't side scraping.
Penetrated their armor. Radio man hit. Radio range reaches to nearby tanks only.
Help.
Tracks up.
No! One fucking teammate! Oh my fucking god, shoot the tiger! Oh my god, shoot the tiger tank! He is one shot from death. Shoot him! Oh my god, this fucking... These are the ranked players that you get. Fucking one shot, and the guy got to do 900 damage, one shot from death.
Lol. Ragging and ranked. That is normal.
Sorry. That was just a... I can't say that. YouTube TOS. Content cop. He's not the content cop anymore. Everyone, he just treats him as a simp now. Poor iDubbbz. He just wanted to have a model girlfriend that has said some weird stuff. I say model, being nice about OnlyFans.
He is simp boy, emoji face with stuck out
Yeah,
tongue.
but I kind of am too. I can't blame him. I used to never talk about what I liked until I started going in that room anyways, so. because no one really likes talking about that shit.
Simp army, emoji face screaming in fear.
Don't call the bunnies simps. You can be a bunny too, Hyro. Did you see, are you on the Discord? Did you see the fucking... Oh wait, no, you're on our Discord group, so you saw the picture of the guy who is sitting there with the clothes hanger on his nipples? And and he had the poster that said fucking free milk. And he was an actual dude, it wasn't even a recording, because I had said to him, can you type something? And he immediately reached over and typed me a message, and I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I have a girl I am interested in, also no I am not in their Discord, also yeah.
Oh, in real life? Yeah, that's good. I wish I had that. I know most of the women around here, and they're like...
I saw the cow. Dude.
Yeah. The cow. Saying that's rude, though. It was... why am I sympathizing for people with fucking crazy fetishes like that? He was not a bad dude in all the stuff he said. Just fucking weird.
I thought it was a troll also. He ass fucking insane. There is no but. How am I supposed to focus on playing this game with that shit in my brain? What? Why would you just clap off an inaccurate shot like that? And he bounced a shot off of you. You're the luckiest man alive. Never mind.
Careful, bud. Zoomer on his way! Oh, my premiums. Oh, my premiums. Oh, my Lantas. Oh, my God. 0 out of... 1 out of 6. He got him. Oh, he got him. That sick double dodge, dude. Straight to the touchdown zone. Straight in the end zone.
Oh yeah, I quit the league I was in. On Smite.
Why? Oh, 'cause work?
Because no one was ever on time. Also no I who had a job was probably the most consistent player on there.
Got him. You got him, dude. Yeah.
Getting on. Cause we D set up a league match and we D have to sub 2 players and be 40 minutes late every time.
Oh my god, I'm getting closer
That
to
being
10k
said, we were the
matches.
second best team in our set of teams. I was tied with the best solo laner in skill in all the teams though, and he was a diamond player, so that was really cool.
Nice, man. None of that really matters here. Because no one communicates at all in ranked. World of Tanks is probably one of the only game with a ranked game mode where no one talks, yet somehow it's still competitive.
Yeah, but that's cause what isn't a compatible game.
What do you mean? What are you trying to insinuate there?
As competitive.
I mean, it's developed and balanced like a competitive game. It just doesn't have the incentive for it. Smoke looks so good for a fucking Xbox 360 smoke texture.
Focus on this location.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't have a traditional competitive mode.
Optics up. They're looking at us. They spotted us.
Really, dude?
Enemy spotted us. Loaded and ready. They're looking at us. Halfway straight through. Lay your man down. Radio range drop. They spotted us. Locked and loaded. Yes, they're ours. Enemy spotted us. Everyone's gone. Track's gone. They spotted us. Track's up. Let's move. No penetration. Ready to fire. Them in our sights. Track's destroyed.
I want to wait for the new line of RTX so I can get a cheaper RTX 2700 boo.
Is that fucking one, like... Why do people play ranked and just drive in? If you can hear the jams in my ears, let me know.
Enemies in the area. Take them all out or take their base. Let's do this.
I can't eat.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure, because I wanted to turn it up louder.
I am warming up some spaghetti from last night that my mom made. It as really fucking good. Anything I can put on it to make it better.
Ready to fire. Optics up. Searching the area. Focus on this location.
Not really. I want to know what it tastes like. I only know how to add something, add more to something when I know what it tastes like.
They spotted us. Locked on. Straight through. Loaded and ready. Enemy spotted us. Track is good. Allied artillery obliterated. The fight isn't worth it. Back to the base.
Sorry about that. I was trying to fix my earbuds. I'm gonna be stuck in freaking bronze all night. Whatever. Sorry, you probably heard the music there because I was like leaning over my earbuds and stuff, but I want to get sorry to talk about myself some more, but I want to get stronger, dude. I'm sick of looking like shit.
Time to get pumped.
Yeah, anyway, sorry. I can hear fucking Adam talking all the way down here. I wonder what some of the people locally have been doing. Some of the quote-unquote friends that I have around here. I wonder what Mike's been up to. I haven't been over there since like fucking March or something like that. You don't talk to me anymore and I don't talk to him anymore. Which is good. You don't use or do anything that matters to me anymore anyways. I needed less of that type of person in my life to begin with. Honestly, as crazy as the people on chat sites get.
Emoji pensive face, gotta move yo the city.
The people are so much better. At least some of the people that I've met more recently are so much better than people that I know where I am. Except for Drew. Drew's an outstanding person that lives relatively close to here, but I say relatively. It's an hour-and-a-half drive. If you said that to a European, their eyes would go, "What? That's not close." I think it's even longer than that. An hour and a half is like being good weather conditions, good everything, good road conditions. But there's not construction somewhere along the way. In a state where as soon as a road gets one crack in it, everyone goes, "Gotta fix the road! Fix that road!" At least that's what it feels like. I feel like every fucking time I go through certain states,
Open country, emoji rat.
it's just road construction. It's like, how can there be that much road construction all the time? I can't handle city life, though. I can barely handle country life. I'm just barely being able to handle living as is. You're already ahead of me in that department, as much as I hate to say that. You don't have a bunch of fucking... I always make the joke that I relate a lot to Athena from Borderlands, because in Borderland or Tales from the Borderlands, one of her stats on her info card when you were going to select her as a Vault Hunter at the end was mental baggage 100% as her negative downside, and that's my negative downside. My negative downside is all the mental baggage I have from when I was younger. But I don't talk about it on stream. I just tell people I have issues and then never tell anyone what those issues are. Because most of the time people go, "Why are you telling me about this?" Even though they're the ones who are like, "I want to know what it is." And then they flip it around on me like I'm the bad guy because I was a kid when I was doing it, even though I was like more mature. It's why I said you wouldn't have wanted to know me when I was when I was your age, and you wouldn't have wanted to know me when I was younger than what you are now. When I was like 13 to 15 years old, I was doing shit that 20 to 30-year-olds do on a daily basis, but I was doing them because although my parents are great, my mother is a great person, and everyone that talks to her always calls her mom as well, even though she's not their mom. That's just how they talk to her. And she's great, but she let me have way too much choice and independence when I was younger, just because I was seemingly more intelligent than other kids, including my brother. So
Mom,
I got to get away.
Hand with medium skin tone.
No, it's a touchy subject for me. So I don't really talk about the actual details of it. I just tell people that I have those types of issues that are built upon doing way too much adult stuff at way too young of an age. And I feel like I'm in my 30s, but I'm in my early 20s, and I haven't done really shit all. Except like plant a bunch of trees and do like a lot of gardening. That's basically all I've ever done. That's it. I always... I always hide myself from people. Or, I shouldn't say myself. I should say who I used to be. Because I'd like to think I've gotten better. It's not that you still don't think about those same things, because, I mean, as a person with good memory who's, like, I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but as a person with at least above average intelligence, I can tell you that it is not easy to forget. It's not easy to forget, and it's also not easy to forgive yourself because the people who you grew up with won't. I'll have to show you some of my old Facebook messages if they still even exist on there. I don't know how far I can go back, but of just the shit that I used to get from people from the festivals I would go to, the schools once I was having school issues, and then eventually, you know how that ended up. I stopped going to school, but that didn't mean I stopped talking to people from school. I always kind of bullshitted the way that I would talk about myself to you, because again, I don't like what I used to do or have done when I was younger, so it makes me uncomfortable just talking about it. That's why, despite the fact all the years you've known me, you've never seen me get to the level of craziness, bar like maybe 1 or 2 times when I got angry at you and we weren't friends, but it was like a mutual anger. It wasn't just me, it was also like you, when we had that whole thing about the politics that got us angry at each other, but it's whatever to me. I never hold grudges. But again, sorry to ramble about it. I know you probably don't want to hear it. You probably heard enough bullshit today just in the span of that one fucking chat room I had you go into. That's why I said it gives you a good eye into the psychosis that goes on in the world, because a lot more people are bored and have really nothing else to say or talk about anymore, so they just talk about their fucking the crazy shit all the time. People are nuts right now.
Also bro, I don't come here to watch you play 70% of the time. Emoji happy tears. I am here for the podcast.
But no, Harry, you should get on there sometime when me and 24/7 are on there. I was kind of by myself today because the dude had a friend over, but normally we'll be on cam and we'll be doing crunches and push-ups and stuff like that together. And I try to get Richie and all the other people into doing it as well. I got myself started doing it. So, as minimal as it is, just doing like 5 minutes of that shit a day, and you'll be able to shed off a lot of that stuff really easily, as long as you're not overeating still. If that was ever a concern for you. The type of crunches you see me do, where I lay on a chair that has no back, and I put my back flat like I'm planking. You plank and then sit up, pulling both your legs and your back up to a center position. And you can do it to the side. If you can't do it that way, the way that you can do it but still get the core workout, if you're bigger, is you do it on your side on a bed or something like that. And you do it for like 2 minutes on each side. But it's just that stuff, because you'll feel it. It hurts. It hurts like fuck the first couple days you start doing abdominal workout. You never wanted to be that big fucking dude that someone just walks up to and goes, shit, don't want to fuck with that guy. I can't be that guy. But I'm sick of being tiny and being intimidated by people just for the sheer sake of it. I want to be able to be like, bitch, come at me.
Enemies incoming. Either take them all out or capture their base.
And I don't even know why I'm saying that, like I can't fight currently. I was the kid in school who put 2 kids that was almost a foot taller than me on the ground. But that's also because they grab me, like play fun doing it like bullies, and then I turn around and elbow them right in the face.
Enemy spotted us. Friendly destroyed.
You say you're not
They
nervous?
spotted us. Did some damage. Fire at will. No penetration.
What? Stupid gun barrel.
Our tracks hit.
I said I am nervous due to social reasons.
Ready to fire.
I put the little slash.
Through their armor. Enemy spotted us. Got them in our sights. They're looking at us. Target locked. Now straight through.
God.
Tracks lost, we're immobilized. Track is good. Unlocking target. Enemy destroyed. Got them in our sights. Punched through their armor. Enemy spotted us. Ready to fire. Ready to fire. Everyone out. Job's over.
Be right back though. RQ.
Sorry, I'm vibing. Cycles to Gehenna.
Back.
Vibing. I'm fucking vibing over here. Fucking vibing. Just fucking vibing. Just vibe. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. He's... Do I do that? I could go like full...
Thanks for blessing my ears.
I can do it so much louder and so much worse. I just don't want to do it because of my mother. And my neighbors that have their windows open, but yeah. I always tell people I used to sing music like that for fun back when I lived in a house where I was far enough away from everyone else that I could do that without them being able to hear it. But now I could do it inside my place, and my neighbors 2 houses over with their windows open could probably hear me. I can be very loud for a tiny dude because I used to do a lot of singing practice in school when I was real young, and it taught me how to sing using my diaphragm and do other things with my voice using my diaphragm, like the whistle thing that I taught you how to do and how I can do it for much longer than you can because you breathe it out very inefficiently. It's the same reason why people always wonder how I can blow so many smoke rings. Like, Richie was like, nah, dude, you're fucking full of shit, because I told him I can do like 50 smoke rings in a row, and he was like, nah.
2060 super or just drop $80 for 8 extra frames. I think I'll get the 2060 super.
2060 super is more if you want to go like 4K type shit. If you're trying to go fucking crazy, then yeah. But if you're just trying to go for a normal gaming PC with a couple monitors, then you won't need it. It'll just be more. But more is always better. If you got money to spend for more, then spend for more, man. I just realized I'm playing competitive. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I got the money but not gonna smoke it. I didn't want to get the 2060 cause it didn't have 8 GB of RAM. I'll get the 2060 super then, thanks.
Come on! Come on! You fucker! Sucker flat! Help me! Help! Help me! I need help! Help me! Help!
Be right back.
Help me! You're dead. Why does this gun take so long to aim? Oh my god, the fucking lack of gun depression. How were Russian tanks ever good? Russian bias my ass. Oh, I finally spotted that Tiger tank. And he missed the first shot. He actually got to take on me close range, but nailed 3 of them in a row at max distance. What are you doing, dude? Is that a bot or a human?
I am shaking with excitement. It has been a dream for me to build a gaming PC since I was 1.
When I was 11, the idea of a gaming computer was completely different than the idea of a gaming computer now. That's part of the reason why I'm so terrified of it.
Now it has more power. And if something fucks up you can't use it, waste hours trying to fix it. Emoji happy tears.
Yep. Because they're so complex and built in such a way that you can't take them apart and resolder important components even if you knew what you were doing. I don't even care what my ranker placement is, to be honest. Just vibing. He's just vibing. Huh? You think you can just snap walk like that, dude? You think you can just get away with a snap walk like that, dude? You're in a clan. You should know better than that. What are you two light tanks doing? Get back there. He took no damage from that? What the fuck? Me and the Tiger got this. The Tiger. Why is everything an Australian voice now? Bringing Tiger tanks. An Australian tank commander.
I don't know if I should get a 600 or 700 watt PSU. I really
Just make
only
sure
need
it's reliable and
450
highly rated.
500, but I think 600 is good, but 700 is better.
Next time, just put... Never mind. That'd be stupid.
ILL do a 700, I guess.
Just make sure you look it up and make sure it's reliable. You want to make sure it's not gonna break. Excuse me. That was the McDonald's earlier. Rough.
Alright, ILL be right back.
Have a good one. I like how they still use the old, outdated images of how the stuff looked like. And aren't those the PC icons? The old PC icons for the green stars? It's from, like, Xbox 360. I wanted to know a shoe was lost. Excuse me. I rolled.
Enemies in the area. Take them all out or take their base. Let's do this.
I should have saved a bullet.
Ally lost. spotted us.
Really? Fuck you, game. I can't even pen that, dude.
Locked on. They spotted us. Target locked.
Are you fucking serious?
They got one of us. They're looking at us. Gun work. Friendly lost. Enemy spotted us.
I appreciate Apple
Right,
updates.
bastard. Radio man's hit. He's in bad shape.
Why does everyone on my team just die so easily? Every match. Oh my god, dude, just get some fucking balls and come and shoot me. Don't hide.
They're looking at
Get
us.
the fuck out of here, dude.
Destroy. Ready to fire. Enemy spotted us.
Oh my god. Fuck me. I can't pen this thing.
They spotted us. Ready to fire. Target's locked. Penetration. Everyone's gone. Straight through. We're done for. Everyone out.
Yeah, cool. Surprised I made
Imagine what
money.
our social credit score in China would be like.
Apple updates. Ha. More like Apple slowly makes your device not work. Dates. Ha. 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 Sorry.
That's why I don't update my stuff.
I forgot how hard the bass hits in this song.
I don't know if it is bad. I think it is bad for security reasons.
Take them all out or take their base. Let's do this.
This is my winter camo? Excuse me? I don't look very blended in, do I? What? What is this game tonight? It's a T-20!
Loaded and ready. Loaded.
The strongest piece of armor on that fucking thing is 90 or 100 mil.
Locked on. They're looking at us.
This game is turning me into a fiend. I see red.
Our vehicle was destroyed.
Man, you really enjoy this game.
No. That's what you have to do to actually make it entertaining.
Went straight through. Enemy spotted us. Reloaded. Straight through. They're looking at us. Straight through. Gas tank hit. Not good. Target's locked. Loader lost. Slower
No,
reloads.
my loader.
Ready to fire.
Turn that gun.
Got them in our
Stop
sights.
penning me every fucking shot.
Vehicle has headed.
I wish I had team. They just all went and singled themselves out in the worst fucking spots I've ever seen. Another one where I get to be top scorer. Yep. Huh. What a surprise. You like how my clap sounds? Because my hands are so stiff and calloused. Doesn't sound like a clap. That's what it sounds like if I clap normally. Sounds like I'm hitting leather together. That's my hands. So the way I clap is with my fingertips. That's how I clap normally. Because otherwise, it sounds like a wet slapping leather together. It doesn't sound like clapping. That's why I can't clap. My hands are like fucking rock.
I don't think buying stuff from a company named Cheap Stuff is good. Emoji happy tears.
Enemies in the area.
Cheap stuff, dude. It's free stuff. No, I think buying stuff from a company called Free Stuff is good. Definitely. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop clapping. My mic probably doesn't even pick up the fact I'm clapping anyways. It cancels out so much background noise, and then for whatever reason, certain things get picked up, like, very loudly, like motorcycles. Friggin' Zoomers.
I can hear it also. I clapped the same. I thought it was normal, but I am a big boy. So your hands must be really stiff.
Ooh, I love the way. Never paid attention to how this looks with water on it. If it even, I don't even know if I have gotten water on it since I put camo. I wish you could choose to have your tank look wet or not all the time. That'd be Dark Souls 3. World of Tanks, Dark Souls 3 edition. Everything looks wet. Who jizzed on everything? Get the monster dicks out of my video game. What? Am I even... I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Deliciously disgusting bullshit.
Deliciously? Your hands must be really stiff.
Ally lost. Dropping target. Enemy spotted us.
Well, yeah, I mean, a dude is supposed to have calloused hands, but a lot of people who do, like, office work or don't do, like, outdoor stuff don't get calloused hands in the same way.
Fire at will.
Straight through nothing! It went through nothing.
They got one of us. They spotted us. Unlocking target. Penetrating their armor.
Well, this is going to be another loss, because I didn't get to make it to the battle before everyone on the team died.
Last guy standing.
Yeah. That tank's fair. Yep, and ammo rack, of course. And, yep, the second shot right after the ammo rack blew me up. Because it just has to be laser beam precision through my spaced armor. But whatever. The game just decides if you get to be higher than bronze or not. Well, I just keep going down. That one I didn't even do good in. Because I couldn't get to the battle. See, the thing is, everyone always calls you fucking stupid in this game if you don't follow everyone, and then everyone calls you stupid if you do follow everyone.
Dudes have 4K 144HZ monitors like you can't even run games at 144HZ at 4K with current technology, LOL.
Yeah, that's kind of always how it's been with gaming. Turn that shit up, dude.
Unless you do some weirdly dual $2K quiz, emoji happy tears.
SLI isn't even supported anymore, dude. And it was never supported regularly. Gamers wanted it to be supported, but game developers won't program for that kind of shit because of, like I told them, there's too many fucking PC parts. And stupid PC elitists will argue that with me. Like, I fucking want there to be shitty video game consoles. It's like, no, there can be a medium where you can have a customizable thing with stronger stuff in it. But secondarily, having 70 different pieces of hardware which can be used for a single piece of software is not easy. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Everything has a driver, everything has software, and that software has to communicate with each other. And no matter how many times a developer will try and program something a specific way, it doesn't matter a lot of the time. How did I hit that?
They're looking at us.
And I'm just tilted. Now he's tilted. He's tilted. No!
Sadly, they ray 100 different bus for the same chipset. Tilted.
Who the fucking shit?
Spotted us. Target's locked.
Be right back though.
Ally lost. Enemy spotted us. Dropping target. Enemy eliminated. They spotted us. Ready to fire. They got one of us. Lost number. Up to us now. Ready to fire. Round went straight through.
Oh my god. How is this such a recurring theme? Like, I never get to fucking do anything besides watch my team die, and then I die after they all do. It's like, can you not just drive straight at the fucking enemy? Can you, like, use cover? Go back to fucking solo play. If you can't even use cover.
Enemies incoming. Either take them all out or capture their base.
I found a fucking amazing ass deal.
They're looking at us. Locked and loaded. Unlocking target.
I am getting a 1440p 1448 monitor for only $270.
Track fixed. Let's roll. Using the optics, Commander. Got them in our sights. Ready to fire. They spotted us. Their armor. Locked and loaded. Our vehicle was destroyed.
Eat shit. When I have premiums loaded and the bullet just disappears.
Ready to fire. Loaded and ready.
Don't go that way. You're the only mobile tank. Go get the light tank, dude. That guy will get that. Never mind, apparently.
Focus on this location. Enemy spotted us. They're looking at us.
Oh my god, really?
Mission accomplished. Bonus time.
Damn, dude. 37 shots.
Okay, I am back.
Dude, I've been on Tiny Chat too much recently that when you said I found a fucking amazing ass deal, when you said that, I didn't see the deal part. My brain was just like, you found an amazing fucking ass, and I was just like, that's great, Hyro. I was like, I've never heard you say words like that. Dude, it's also like the thing I was talking about earlier with I don't want to name names on my stream because I've already named too much stuff on my stream because I'm getting ego back, and I don't like having ego. Me with ego is dangerous. That's what got me so fucked up in the first place. Ego and intelligence and knowing stuff does not go together well when you also have an addictive personality and like getting fucked up. And also have a soft spot.
Emoji happy tears.
For dominant woman. Don't say that, Hyro. The YouTube bots might get you. I don't know. I've already said it a bunch, but it just weirds me out. I've never been a person who's scared or bad at talking to girls, but in the past many years of I say many years, it's been like 4 or 5 years. It's just I'm only 24, so it feels like ages, but in like the past 4 or 5 years, every girl I've talked to has never wanted to go out with me or do anything like that. They were fine being my friend, they were fine smoking weed with me, they were fine doing X. But they didn't actually like me. Because that's when I was just fucked up all the time. You probably... Someday I'll have to get a bunch of stuff and get really fucked up and talk to you.
Face.
But then again, I like get scared of doing that shit now, because like one of the last times I did that stuff, I had a really bad trip and experience, and that like fucking scarred me, not wanting to. Well, I just mean like there's so much shit I did that I don't know how big your monitor is or how big a Discord page is, but the list of fucked up shit that I have done as a kid, and I don't just mean drugs, I mean like drugs, getting with women, talking to people who are much older than me, volunteering, working, and technically doing stuff that you shouldn't do as a kid, but it didn't matter because most of the stuff that would go on at those places was illegal anyways. It's just like you're constantly involved with nothing but illegal shit, and then you also go back to live a normal life where you go back to school with normal kids that are also 12, 13, 14 years old, and they aren't doing that shit. They're of course not doing that shit. Now granted, I didn't start smoking weed until I was 12, and I never really did a whole lot when I was 12. It was only when my family started to go to campgrounds and music festivals and stuff like that when I was 13 years old. Because
That's when my facial hair started to come in. I started to grow my hair out. I started to look older than I was, and most people thought it was like, oh yeah, you're like 16 or 17 or something like that. And then I was like 14, 15 years old, and people was like, oh yeah, you're like 20 something. I could go into places and buy cigarettes when I was like 14 to 15 years old. That's why a lot of places started to card you even if you look old as fuck. Unless you literally are full head of gray hair dying, old as fuck trying to buy a pack of smokes, they're going to ID you nowadays. But there were places that didn't do that. They just assumed otherwise. None the wiser. I sound the same. I'll have to get out my old USB that has video that you can hear me talking in the background. You can hear me talking about the stuff that's going on in the video that was like 10 years ago. I shouldn't say 10 years ago. It was, I think, 7 or 8 years ago during Hurricane Irene. You can hear me just fucking screaming in my voice in the background for some of the flooding and stuff that was going on and shit. Now that I found that old USB, because I knew I brought it with me. I knew I wouldn't leave that back where I used to live and just let it get thrown away, because my old USB has the only stuff from me from when I was still young. That's where I got, I haven't shown you any of those pictures, but you've seen a lot of my Facebook pictures anyways a while back, so you kind of, you already kind of know what I looked like when I was 14, 15 years old. Because that's when most of that shit was uploaded on there, like 10 years ago.
Some of them.
That's the fucked up part, is when people don't believe me, I go look at Facebook and look at the stuff I was posting 10 years ago. I can show you my medical papers that show you my birth date. People fucking nowadays think I'm lying to them when I tell them about me as a kid. Like, people will see the picture of me with the green shirt on and purple hair and devil sticks and think that picture was taken last year. Because I don't look different than me when I was fucking 13 years old. Which is just fucked up. The only difference in between me being 13 and 14 years old and now is initially my jaw wasn't horribly crooked. I actually...
Emoji happy tears.
Not to, like, blow smoke up my own fucking ass right now, but when I was 13 to 14 years old, I had, like, almost nearly symmetrical face. That was, like, again, I hate blowing smoke up my own ass, but I definitely think younger me, could have been a model, easily. Almost, like, perfectly symmetrical face, like decent facial hairline before my facial hair started growing up my fucking cheeks all disgusting like. I look like shit. That's why I found it funny when you said in that room the other day, like, out of all the people except for the girls, I was the only person that looked somewhat decent, that didn't look cracked out or crazy. It's like, welcome to the world of the internet and chat sites.
Lol. It is so true.
I can't even remember what I was saying prior to the stupid chat site. Oh yeah, just the shit that I would get into as a kid.
But yeah, the dab dude's like a skinhead.
That's rude. He's bald, but he's not a fucking skinhead,
I was
dude.
laughing my ass off when he passed out holding that box.
Yeah, but that's just... Dude took like a gram dab on camera. I can't even imagine how fucking stoned that dude was. Just sitting there holding a box on camera. I forgot he even did that until you mentioned that. But yeah, he has a bunny though. He has the rabbit that you always see on camera as well in that room. I believe the rabbit's name is Pepper, or the bunny as they call it, because I mean everyone's a bunny in that room. At least if you're a regular. I mean,
Bunny cam.
you're not a bunny, but you can be if you want to. I know that sounds really weird. That kind of sounds like you're joining some kind of like Playboy cult, but you're not. I mean, you kind of are, but you aren't. But you are, but you aren't. Because it's not a cult. Bunny cam? Yeah, the bunny cam. The camera on the chat site that had a living rabbit on it. That was just a camera pointed at an actual bunny. Like an actual rabbit. That rabbit is Dab's rabbit.
Bro, I
named
literally
Pepper.
said that.
What? Did I miss something? I have my shit on live chat.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you something personal.
You don't have to. I
I'll
mean,
tell you tomorrow.
I'm not on Discord currently. You can tell me whenever, dude. Sling me up on Discord or whatever. I'm not on it currently, but I'm glad I started using it. Now I see why people just get lost in using fucking Discord. And where the memes of like the guys who are like where it's just fucking Discord notifications non-stop. No, I know. I'm just always behind everything, and like I told you, I was experiencing an unhealthy level of anti-socialism just because I didn't like most of the people that I would talk to, and the few people that I would talk to didn't want to talk to me all the time, and I would get into arguments with them regularly and stuff like that. I didn't know anyone in person because I had to move. Like the past 3 years for me have been pretty rough because I never had to move in my life. I lived on the same place, the same years, around the same fucking trees, doing the same fucking shit, with the same fucking people until I got too fucked up. Too many people got backstabbed and manipulated and lied to. And then I was just left in basically an empty room of what used to be like hundreds of people that cared about me. And it was pretty much just left with my mother. And you know how much of a fucking loser you feel when you are in that situation. And again, it's one of those things that I don't voice very often. I shouldn't have brought it up because it makes me feel really bad even talking about it. Because like I said, I was not if you think you know me, like if you think you know me or who I am as a person,
emoji red heart.
If you think you know me as a person, despite the fact you've been a close friend of mine for several years, you'd probably not even want to hear some of the shit. Honestly. The only reason I'm even talking about it now is because Raina, one of the girls that I'd been talking to, has been giving me a lot of help with it. More than anyone, she has helped me. I'd visited psychiatrists and stuff like that for a while, but nothing ever helped me because they would always secretly judge me. And the second I could tell that a psychiatrist was internally judging me, I discredited any help that they would have mentally. Not on purpose. It's just like I would tell them, it's just how my brain works. If they give me a reaction to something that I don't like, my brain just would discredit them. And it's not that having a negative reaction to it is bad. It's just I don't care about them. So even if their advice is good advice, my brain just doesn't give a fuck about it. And it doesn't help me. I just go home at the end of the day, wake up the next morning thinking the same exact shit. It doesn't go away. But at least I can become a little bit more comfortable with the fact that I'm not that anymore. And I need to stop just secluding myself, which is what I was doing for so long, secluding myself just for the purpose of hiding myself from people. I was a very volatile person, and I mean, if you really want to go into the science of Dustin, you can just go watch my old Fallout streams and listen to my voice, listen to how I would talk, listen to how I would get angry, and just hear. There are certain times where it's like, I always say this on my stream, that stuff never affects me emotionally, because the games really don't. It's me internally ragging on myself, which is why I don't rag on myself when I play video games, because I already internally do that so much that I just blame the game and the developers, because I already know I'm a fucking piece of shit. I already know I fucking suck. I already know I'm a loser. I don't need to vocalize that all the time, and I don't need everyone else to tell me that all the time. I fucking know it. I have to be me. And I don't like that. And that's what I have always wanted to change about myself. But it's hard when you live in a small area, you can't move, and then when you do move, everyone that you have meet is absolute dog shit in the same exact position as the people before you. No, it's good. I'm not going to actually go into the fucked up shit, because that stuff bothers me too much still.
I'll be right back, I gotta do something.
But I can at least tell you the idea of it. Give you the scope of it, because it's more than just it's about the things that took place more than anything, but I think that's kind of self-explanatory a little bit. Too much time spent just fucking... I'd love, and I think most people are like this, I'd love to be able to just take what's in my brain as far as memories go and just take them out and just plug them into someone else's brain and just see how they would just go, like, just like a USB drive with all the video files and pictures and images. I would just love to upload my brain into someone else and just see how they process it, how they would think. Except for, instead of it being me in those thoughts, it's themselves in the same position. How would they internalize it? Because I've always wondered that more than anything else. I've always wondered what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes and for someone to walk in my shoes and vice versa. I mean, I just said the vice versa part, but yeah, you know what I mean. Because I think a lot of city people or a lot of people from like areas that are more suburban go like, oh, I'd want someone from the country to like live a day in my life. And then if the person did the opposite, they'd be like, oh God. And it's not that you just have to be the person physiologically, you also have to do the same exact stuff that person does. So it's like if you had to be me, you would have to go and take a dab every fucking hour or so. You smoke a cigarette. Spend way too much time thinking about shit that you've done instead of shit that you could be doing. And then try to hide the pain by growing stuff. I'm the walking definition of hide the pain, Harold. Anytime you see me smiling, just know that underneath the smile is anime girls screaming. And I'm not even a weeb. That's how sad it is. But it's also like, that's kind of like a selfish thing to think in its own way. To want to make someone not necessarily feel the way you felt, but be able to understand it at least. Because people always like to demonize people for what they've done in their past and say that no one can change or become a better person for what they've done. And it's like maybe a kleptomaniac or someone who constantly steals stuff, maybe that's a little bit harder. But there is some redeemability in people that isn't given enough thought nowadays. It's like me and the gang often talk about being cancel cultured, because that's one of the reasons why we get along so well, is because we were all people who got cancel cultured, basically. In rooms, or in real life, or a combination of both, or just wanting a fresh start with people who actually give a fuck instead of people you think who give a fuck but really don't. Which is probably weird for someone like you because you've never been in that position before. Well, I don't mean to say you haven't been in that position before. Obviously, you've been to high school, but I mean in my position, but I haven't exactly done a great job of explaining exactly what I mean, besides just I've done a lot of drugs and a lot of stuff you shouldn't do as a kid. Because that's basically all I've said and all I really want to say. But I don't know, sometime in a call I'll have to get more detailed with you. Just so you can maybe understand why I feel the way I do about that kind of stuff. But I also don't like telling people because they then get this very weird perception of me, and I've seen it time and time again when I have told people. It's one of the reasons why I have such a problem with myself, because it was one thing for me to realize that I was bad and start trying to change myself, but even after I had started to change myself, people would still demonize me for the things that I would tell them about what I had done a couple years prior. And it's like they couldn't accept the fact that within a couple years I had changed the way that I thought about things, or changed the way that I acted, or wanted to be like a better example of a person than I was, because I didn't even have a chance to be a person yet. I was a kid. But I lied and manipulated people into thinking that I wasn't, and most of those people just don't give a fuck. And then all the younger people that I got into doing bullshit that they really shouldn't have been doing at that age, because I was the person doing that shit, and people looked up to me because I was mature. I wouldn't say I was cool, but people definitely looked at me differently than a lot of other students, just because I was the first kid with facial hair. I was the first kid with a functioning dick. I was the first kid that had like consistent grades, but also smoked weed and did a bunch of other shit. And I would come back to school after being gone for like a week on a trip, and I would just keep up with my work, with school, with the books on my own. Because I would just take my school books and just do work pages and pages ahead of what the school was, and then I would come back to school and I'd have like 20 to 30 pages of a book complete, because I would just be bored as fuck on drugs. And I don't want to say on drugs, because definitely a lot of it was weed, but there was other shit that I was doing at the age of like fucking 14 to 15 that you really should not, I shouldn't say allow your kids to do, because some of the stuff that I did my parents didn't know about, but some of it they did. So it's equally fucked up both ways. And the drugs is only one part of it. The drugs is the part that I'm comfortable telling people, because people can accept a person for having like drug problems in the past. A lot of people have recovered from drug problems, and a lot of people can understand a person. And I wouldn't say I had drug problems. I was never majorly addicted to like opioids or anything like that. But as you probably already heard from Richie and other people, I used to go on there on like the chats, because I would get bored. I would come home after being really fucked up, and I would get bored, and I would just come on and just say random bullshit. And I would do the same thing that I did to people in real life. I would just lie and just say shit that just simply wasn't true. Or I shouldn't say shit that simply wasn't true. It's just like I was like a troll. I would like intentionally say stuff that was like teetering on the line of being correct, but also being just a wrong opinion kind of shit. Kind of like what you were seeing in the room, what some trolls already do in that room, like an elaborate troll bullshit. And I don't mean to say that, because I don't like that stuff now, and it's one of the things that I regret about my person, and it's one of the things that happens when you do fucking drugs all the time. Even when you have some level of intelligence, you just become a dick, because you just learn how to better fucking socio-manipulate people, and you have to learn how to stop yourself on your own, because no one else was really making me do it except for just losing all my friends. Sorry. No, I've been a person who has struggled with their past for a while because it's something that takes up such a big portion of my life because I did it for so long before finally realizing how just devastating it was to me, but the people around me, which is what nowadays bothers me the most. It could be anything else, but if it was shit that happened to me, I could probably deal with it better, but it's like having to how do I put it? It's like having a permanent memory in the back of your mind of you doing something that is very just fucked up. And you can't stop yourself from thinking it. And as much as people like try to avoid trigger words, it's more like context and stuff like that that will bother me. I've gotten better about stuff like that, like making me unable to speak because of anxiety, but that's only been more recently, like right now. I shouldn't say like right now, like it just barely changed, but in like the past couple weeks, with all of the different stuff I've been going through, I realized it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter what people think of you, because you only live once, but there's also 7 billion people out there. And it's not like I'm hated by millions of them. But I'll always have in the back of my mind of the shit that I had done. And you can't, like, ever easily forgive yourself for that. Although you can move past it. You can move past it, you can grow past it, but I think a lot of people in similar situations would agree.
They spotted us.
Especially if someone can kind of feel the vibe that I'm... I don't mean to say vibe like a weirdo, but to give off the same kind of feeling that I have, and maybe they can understand what I'm trying to insinuate without directly saying it, because again, some of the stuff I did is so negatively perceived by people that you literally just, you can't escape the negative stigma for the rest of your life. It's why I don't have friends when I grew up, and most of the friends that I do have from when I grew up simply were either never informed of it or just never knew. And they still even don't talk to me because they really weren't that great a friend to begin with most of the time.
Locked on. Reloaded. Target's locked. Enemy spotted us. Dropping target. Friendly lost. Ready to fire. Ready to fire.
See, this is what happens every single time I get reminded of shit like that. Or I shouldn't say I get reminded, like something reminded me. I did that to myself in that moment.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I hadn't said a whole lot because I don't know. I get thinking about things too much. It gets me feeling bad. Oh my god. Fuck. This game is just rigged. Some days. Oh, come on. Double low roll in a row. Good game. Good game. This game is fair. Yeah, anti-tank round to the front to set me on fire. And he actually landed that shot from that distance because he's using fucking extra crew rations. Awesome. Cool.
Lol.
Yep. Even if I'd fired only premium ammo, it wouldn't have made a difference. Because I would have missed the same shots. I probably wouldn't have penned the same shots. And the rest of my team still would have died as fast.
That bridge area reminds me of the BL1 area where you were leaving from getting a mission with Tanis.
Are you fucking joking me? Can I get one lucky shot with that? Please, game. Honestly. That fucking guy ain't aiming. He's just locked on too. Oh my god. Fuck this fucking game some man. Like, honestly. What? Whatever. Just fucking kill me. Jesus Christ. He pinned me in the same fucking spot I shot him.
What's up?
Okay, so I bounce off of 100mm, but he doesn't. Okay.
Hey.
Fucking shitty ass game.
Hi.
What's up? Sorry. I'm being salty. I love being penned by the identical tank in ranked in the identical spot you're shooting at them. And they pen you twice and you get no pens.
You played it on PC?
No. Sadly.
I played it on PC.
Yeah, playing it on PC is much better. You get reusable fucking repair kits and stuff. Console's stuck in the 90s.
Enemies incoming. Either
I
take
know
them all
right.
out or capture their base.
Be on this road. Ooh, Arties. That means it's either going to be Hogwash or one of the tanks on their team is going to instantly die.
I do have a PS4, but every time I turn it on it says sign in failed.
To what? Your PSN account or to your World of Tanks account?
They're looking at us. Optics up.
I gotta use the bathroom though, Dustin, and I gotta shower so I can go to work in the morning. PSN.
Have a good one,
ILLC
Hiro.
the man.
Just reset your deets.
Enemy spotted us. Locked, loaded, and
I
ready.
did. A million times.
They're looking at us. Releasing target.
I hate this game.
Stuck.
I despise this game.
Tracks up, let's go.
Can't get a side pen on 90 mil armor.
Enemy spotted us. Unlocking target.
Then I get hit by an arty. Then that happens. And now I'm dead. Great. Awesome. This fucking game is totally fair. Are you trying to connect via Wi-Fi with your PSN? You might have to wire it in or fix some setting if you're using apartment Wi-Fi or something like that. If you can log in on computer and your phone, but can't log in on the PS4 itself, that's what I would try first.
Mope my router. No.
You can't log in on the website or phone?
I can. No, not login. When I go to the test internet, it always said failed sign in PSN.
Are you plugging your PS4 in via cable internet? Or are you plugging it in via Wi-Fi, like I said? Oh, your router. Sorry, I didn't process that. You either need to get a new router, or what you need to do is you need to go into your router settings and you need to port forward the PlayStation servers.
Do you
Or
think PC can
You need
play
to
with
port
PS4?
forward the PlayStation Network ports. No, this game is not crossplay. The PC version isn't even the same as the console version.
Okay.
Doesn't even have some of the same tanks and stuff like that. And it has different tanks that aren't on the PC version.
Enemies in the area. Take them all out or take their base. Let's do this.
think you have and I kind of laughed of.
Yes. That's what I'm looking at the chat with. When I don't hear it. Because I have loud music in my ears turned off.
Enemy spotted us.
No.
Is it strong?
Why are you asking? Did you want someone to play with?
Yes, I wish.
Yeah, I don't really play it on computer anymore though, man. I wish you the best of luck with that. I wish you better luck than me trying to pull the fucking trigger in this game and have it actually go where I want it to go.
My kind of PC.
Gun loaded.
But no, this is just called Fuck You, the video game. Fuck you, you don't get to do good.
They're looking at us. Releasing target. Tracks not being immobilized.
I am actually plating right
Drive
now.
on. They spotted us.
Of course,
Hello.
yep, just delete my entire tank.
Locked, loaded, okay. Loaded up. They're looking at us.
I'm just gonna get blasted by that KV. Two, yep, Dreadnought. There goes another kill. Wow, what a surprise.
Got them in our sights.
It's almost like that's a fun and fair tank. Thank you! Finally, I have a teammate! Wow!
Enemy spotted us.
What an amazing world. Only thing that sucks is I'm gonna die.
Finished.
Oh, I had a Dreadnought too, but he was just waiting. He was taking his time.
Get in a new session.
What do you mean?
So you have better teammates, they are not that good.
Oh, you can't really pick that, dude. Not in ranked. You can't be in a platoon. Nothing you can do.
but likely Benjamin.
Yeah, that doesn't work on console. There's not a big enough server base, dude. You will see the same players back to back regardless of what you do. There's just not that many players in it. There's only like 3,000 players online right now. Maybe on computer, like I said, but not on not on console.
Okay.
Of course he got a pretty high roll. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be a high roll Harry? You can't be a low roll Larry. He has to be a high roll Harry. Oh, good. Yeah. Nuked him. Oh my god. The fucking delay on between when I pulled the trigger there and there was no lag. That was just one of those stupid fucking moments where in World of Tanks it just so happens that it decides your bullet gets to come out a half a second after when you pulled the trigger. Fucking so annoying. I don't even have bad internet. I have pretty good internet, all things considered. It always seems to happen at the most inopportune moments, too. It never happens at, like, the start of a match. It always happens towards the end of a match as, like, one of the last shots of the game is, like, a lagged shot. Or a ghost shot. Even better, a ghost bullet that doesn't even show up to the host player that fired it. Or on top of that, take it to the next level. It's not even a ghost bullet. It's simply just you shot the guy and you bounced, but for no mathematical reason should you have bounced. Bounce a hesh off of a flat surface and you're like, Nani? What's going on?
Did my chat lag out or something? Hold on. Oh no, never mind. No, it didn't. I was just making sure my my stream chat sometimes
Maybe
glitches
it's
out
from your
and
laptop.
my text to voice doesn't work. But it was still working. I just couldn't hear it. I was just having a smoke. Then I'll grind ranked for another hour. If you're wondering why there's only a specific set list of tanks here, I do have like 60 tanks. It's not impressive, but I've never bought in premium, and I've never bought gold. So any of my premium tanks that you see are just bought with the gold that I've earned in the game naturally. The air is so heavy right now, I feel like I could actually drown just breathing in the air. There's probably a view distance of about a quarter mile. Normally what I do in this game when I'm playing it when it's not ranked is I'm bouncing in between whatever tank I want to level up and then whatever tank I use to make silver with. Normally that's the PZ54. Or the IV/V, whatever you want to call it in Roman numerals. 4-5, 5-4, I can't remember. It's the Panther with the PZ4 turret on it. That thing's a really good money maker. The Minuteman's a really good money maker, even though I never do really well with it for whatever dumb reason. I think it's because it's got just a long enough reload that it's inconvenient, but not enough shell damage to make up for it. I think that's why the IS and other tanks like it do really well in rank, despite the fact they don't bounce a lot of bullets on average. Even though they're way less accurate. But accuracy never seems to matter with me, because I could wait for a fully accurate shot and hit a dude's tracks if I'm shooting the front of him. Because a bullet will never just go fucking straight, unless for whatever reason I do a weird snapshot and then it fucking goes straight. That's just how World of Tanks works.
aim at a spot trying to hit a tank in the foreground, bullet goes over the head of that and kills a tank destroyer in the background on accident. One second though, I need to use the bathroom and then I'll be right back. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Excuse me.
Enemies in the area. Take them out and capture their base. Us.
Oh.
Fire at will. They spotted us.
Hello.
They're looking at us.
I am from Russia.
They spotted us. Locked and loaded.
Oh no, this hill.
Target's locked.
I couldn't get the barrel low enough. There's only a tiny little slit that you can hit on the side. God damn. That's why I never understand how people hit these so fucking easily.
Mission accomplished. Bonus time.
Thing is, like, 2 easy to pen spots, and people hit me almost every single fucking hit in those 2 spots.
I don't understand. Sorry.
It's fun. I'm just talking to myself, as I usually do. I don't speak any other language. I can only speak English.
Ahaha.
And I suck at doing that. Excuse me.
Enemies in the area. Take them out, capture their base. Focus on this location.
Even with 100 octane gasoline, this thing's so
Are
slow.
you playing in World of Tanks Blitz?
No. This is PS4.
They're looking at us. Ready to fire. Straight through. Extra.
Wow, I'm dead.
They're stuck.
Double dreadnought. He missed! And I missed!
Are you live in America?
Ready to fire.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Out of the fight.
Yes. Yes, I do live in America.
No.
Are you serious? What even armor did I just fail to pen? I always love to find out. Awesome. Oh, I hit the spaced part. Nope. Not gonna go through that. The only part that I didn't want to
Wow,
hit.
that's so cool.
What is? I don't even want to use that. That thing's a joke. So is this thing. Really, all the tanks I have for this are kind of a
I
joke.
dreaming fly to America.
Here, I want to do... Oh yeah, it's a little rough of a dream now that COVID's a thing. Here's all my normal tanks. Here's all the tanks I have, I should say. These, I believe, are console exclusive. Not that they're that great. Here, we'll use the big cannon for the fun of it. The big hoss. The big chungus. No, the big chungus is the mouse. Or the Type 4 Heavy, the other one that I was looking at. That's definitely big chungus. I have no idea what that means, man. I have no idea how to parse Cyrillic. I just know what it's called. I can say like some stereotypical Russian words, but I always consider that offensive. It's like someone... It's like... It's like if you were to come into my chat and be like, oh yeah, steak and hot dogs. And Mariah Carey. And Kim Kardashian. More steak. Oh, and guns. Guns, too. Lots of guns. Big guns. Darova, brat. And say it like that. Unless you mean say it Darova, brat. Or say it like an English person, but yeah. I can do the stereotypical, really shitty Russian accent, of course. Most Americans can do that because all Draculas in America are Russian. Yeah, stay there, dude.
Ready to fire on target.
Ooh, smoked, boy.
You really good say.
I can also say like Horasho. But I can only do it in the joke voice.
You say hello, friend.
The enemy is capturing the base.
Oh.
We lost a friendly vehicle.
I was expecting it was something offensive. That's normally what people would do from other countries. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Look at me. Yes.
The enemy knows our location.
Look at me while I'm looking at you. Damn it.
This vehicle's finished.
Come on, guys. There's like 3 of you up there. Get close to the ledge and shoot him. Just pop him off. There we go. Popped off. Oh, I mean... Every American knows how to do the very obvious swears in Russian. Oh yeah, I also know. До свидания.
Are you think Russia bad?
No, I don't think anyone from anywhere is bad. If you're talking about governments, of course, governments are always going to be bad. The way that they're structured currently is built to be a bad system, put in place by bad people.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter if it's America, doesn't matter if it's Uganda, doesn't matter if it's Russia. Philippines, there's corrupt government everywhere. Korea. I don't like mentioning Korea, just the sheer... If I am scared of any country, it would be North Korea. I'm a non-racially biased person. I don't care where a person is from. But that country scares me. The people don't scare me. The people are forced into that life. That's what sucks. It's not even the people's fault either. It's just that country is so scary. There's way more countries to be terrified of right now than Russia. America's government and America's military just has a problem with Russia getting to the point where America likes to draw everything out and make money from it. Because that's just America. America only makes money off of entertainment. Donald Trump literally made money almost for the entire planet just by being such a fucking radical president. Just because he's on the news everywhere, all the fucking time. It doesn't matter what country you're in. And I think that's absolutely fucking stupid and ridiculous. We aren't taught shit about other countries' political systems, or their political views, or the people in them. We're only taught self-absorbed shit about our own country. And it's why most Americans are self-absorbed and arrogant. So I completely understand when people from other countries like Europe and Asia have a complete disrespect for most Americans. It's understandable. I'm Native American, so I don't even feel like I belong with most of the people that call themselves American nowadays. Native American, Aboriginal, I don't know what the word would be in Russia, but people that belonged where they were before other people came along and told them to get the fuck out.
Is it true that in America students drive Mustangs and Camaro?
Students? Absolutely. Normally their dads or their mothers, but yeah. They're not that expensive of a car, to be honest. They're like a mid-range, low-range car. Most BMWs and stuff like that are way more expensive. Why do you think you guys go for those kinds of cars? Because they're just better. Anyone with a fucking brain knows that. BMW, Mercedes, all that shit's just better. It's why it's more expensive. American fucking cars are cheap. They break down easy. They're piles of crap. And I hate to say that as like a self-racial thing. Like I'm shit-talking America and America can't make great things. America used to make awesome shit. Old Mustangs and Camaros are worth a lot of money and were made really well and have lasted the test of time. Mustangs and Camaros made nowadays are made of plastic and components that are known to degrade just from being exposed to the sun for a long period of time. You'd have to keep the cars in an indoor garage for them to stay good, and even then the rubber would get all hard and crispy on all the tubes and stuff, because half of the shit isn't mechanical, it's electrical, and wires just fail given enough time. That's just how it works. It's why, as much as electric cars are the future, they're also just going to be giant plug stuff in and out of them, because shit's just gonna go bad. You can't drive an electric car on a salted road and not expect a short. You already get shorts in normal fucking cars. But yeah, Mustangs and Camaros, they're like 30 to 60,000 American dollars. That ain't shit. A nice Mercedes or BMW, that'll have you 200, 300 grand. The thing you should be talking about is like a Dodge Challenger Hellcat. We have like 20-year-old, 30-year-old dudes around here that drive Dodge Challenger Hellcats. A Dodge Challenger Hellcat, if you don't know about American cars, is a 700 horsepower muscle car that you can buy from a dealership. You can buy from factory, I should say. And then they also have the Demon, which is another version of the Challenger. Then there's just the normal 398 Challenger. There's a lot of excessive stuff in America, but no, predominantly, it depends on where you go. If you're in rich boy town, yeah. If you're like where I live, kids are driving clapped out fucking Honda GT, or sorry, not Honda, Golf GTIs, Honda Civics, Honda Accords, the racing ones, the Accord R. Lots of SUVs.
RUC film Ford versus Ferrari?
Oh yeah, of course. That movie's great. The actors did a great job portraying who they were supposed to be. At least I feel like they did. Giving him a little speed boost. 100 octane gasoline. Oh no, I don't have a team. Oh. They went down the butt crack on the other side of the map. Also, just so many unlucky lock-on shots. Like, what the fuck?
Do you know the blogger I'm American?
No. I don't really look up bloggers or anything like that. I watch quite a lot of YouTube, but even recently I haven't been doing that. I've been just talking to a lot of people online. In chats and stuff like that, in chat rooms. It's an 18 plus website though. Not that it has nudity. But you will find girls advertising their OnlyFans accounts, which I find hilarious that has become such a common occurrence on that platform, since I've been going on chat sites for so many years, and only recently have I seen women actively like digital message men that are non-predatory men to like rope them along in a conversation, only to tell them to subscribe to their OnlyFans. And it's like, what the fuck? That's so messed up. You can ask me any questions. Asking me about people or asking me about stuff like that won't really help you much, but if you ask me more about specific cultural things, or maybe stereotypes that Russians tell to each other that may not actually be true or not, again, if you don't know what a stereotype is like, for example, if I was to say in the context of you, vodka or something like that, like, oh, I'm drinking vodka or something, that would be a stereotype. Just like if I was to say, like, I'm the sing slick shooter of the West, the best in the West. Kind of shit. That's like an American stereotype, that we're all cowboys. Even though we haven't, no one fucking does that stuff.
Ahiaha.
Partner.
You're
Hands
really
up.
funny.
Pass the whiskey. But if you're a true American, it would be pass the bourbon. Or pass the tequila. But old cowboys didn't really drink a whole lot of tequila as far as I'm aware. That's more of a Hispanic, Latin American thing. Mexican, in other words. But other countries in Central America, too, do the same thing. Oh, there is one Russian thing that I do know that's a meme, and it became a meme in America. It's like a gotcha thing from Twitch, where it's like two dudes in a locker room who go at it, but instead it's the Russian voice over version of the World of Warcraft characters, Anduin and Thrall. And I shouldn't say Russian because Thrall just speaks Orcish, but for whatever reason Vanduin Rin speaks Russian, even though in the language that the game was made he speaks English. So why doesn't the orc speak like an orc version of Russian? I don't know. I've always just been tilted by that. I'm only funny some days. And because I actually have something to say. But like I said, I've also been going on chat rooms a lot recently. I don't know how old you are, but again, if you're 18 plus years old, I can tell you of a chat site that you can go to and just talk to a bunch of random Americans if you just want to hear them talk. I would recommend creating an account for the website before trying to go into rooms, because a lot of the rooms are set up to ban random accounts just due to people who obviously would spam websites like that if they didn't do something. Oh, well, that's great. Leave me alone. I should have just drove with the team. The swarm. But I gotta run. Nope. Speedy boy. This thing hauls ass faster than half of the light tanks in the game do now. Fuck it. Just take a shot. You know you're gonna miss anyways.
Load it up. Let it rip.
Yeah, he's just dead. Try and get one of these light tanks out of here.
Looks like that one went straight through. One of our vehicles destroyed. They've spotted us.
Why can it turn so fast sometimes? Why do they have to make the design of artilleries like that? It's not even how the tank would function in real life. They just do it to make it so you can't turn that fast with an arty in the video game.
Bun.
What was that? Bun? But yeah, like I said, how old are you? Again, you don't have to tell me how old you are
Yes.
if you don't want to. I'm 24 if it means anything. I used to be shy about saying my age, but honestly, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't have anything worth stealing. Broke as fuck. Because I'm actually getting off soon. And I was just asking because, like I said, I'll just tell you the name of the chat sites that I go on. Because I normally hop into those before I go to sleep, just to check up on people.
Sorry, I many don't understand.
Oh. How old are you? Sorry, I keep forgetting that I can't talk that fast. My bad.
One six.
Oh, then yeah. Unfortunately, I can't in all good conscience tell you about that site. Because there's nothing that's going to actually stop you from going on it. But, again, I digress. It's not necessarily an age thing, because, to be honest, when I started going on there, I wasn't even 18. But I would always just lie to everyone, because I didn't care. I just wanted company. I just wanted company when I was fucked up on drugs, because I was way too young to be doing the shit I was doing. I was explaining this earlier. I would just come home, fucking whacked out of my gourd on whatever I could get, even if it was just alcohol or something like that, and I would just sit on a computer and I would play World of Warcraft, and then I would have a browser open because I would put World of Warcraft in windowed, and I would make it a really, really tiny window that was just big enough that it was I could function the stuff in the game. And then I would have my actual browser open because I didn't have a dual monitor set up. And I would have chats open that I would talk to people in because I was very lonely. And again, sorry, I'm talking way too fast. So a lot of that is probably getting lost in translation.
Throwing up the camo net. Just take this.
I tasted him. I gave him a lick. I licked him. He's a tasty. That's too far ahead.
We didn't
Oh.
penetrate their armor.
No, it wasn't even far enough. I hit him just as I died. No. I was confused as to what happened at first. I pulled the trigger at the magic moment. But yeah, I normally stream every night. Sometimes I go a couple days or a little while without streaming, just because I haven't been super interested in games, but I'll be playing, Neo 2 very shortly. Not to tonight, very shortly, as in within like the next week or so, because the Neo 2 DLC will be coming out on July 30th. The Tengu, whatever it is, I'll be playing that. I'll probably play that for like 2 or 3 streams and then be done with it. Which I hate saying. Hopefully that's not the case.
Are you playing F1?
F1? You mean like the racing game? No.
Formula 1.
Oh yeah, I know what you meant. In America, we just call them things Indy cars. Everyone's an Indy car. It's just a different shape. This guy's Indy car has flat wings. This guy's Indy car has curved wings. We like our cars to go in circles. And only circles. Wait. No, they're ovals, not circles. I lost my country accent. I'm not a country. I am from the country, but I don't have a country accent. I do a little bit of word combinery, a little bit of word stitchery, but yeah. I don't got your typical southern drawl, but I can put on the voice of Uncle Cletus. He lives in Tennessee. Uncle Cletus. I'm sorry. That's probably offensive to someone out there. I wasn't even locked on.
IndyCar Boot Series.
Put a bullet into everyone. And kill absolutely no one in doing it.
And how much do you think I am?
Huh? And what?
What is inva?
Inva? What did I say? Wait, what did I say? I'm sorry if I say something and then you're like, what word you heard is like misheard combination words. That's what I was saying. It's kind of like all Americans have their own slang. If you don't know what slang is, it's just like a word that means another word that is normally used for that definition. Like, instead of saying, hello, you go, hey, what's going on? Or, what's up, bud? Or, what's going on, my dudes? Slang can also refer to negative things, but it's basically just colloquial words, which is another complicated word. It's like a local from a set area. It's from like a single spot, like one spot. Normally slang comes from one spot and kind of works its way outwards. At least that's how they always understand it in history. They have the same thing in every country. With slang, it's just called a different word. But
Sorry.
I would, because I'm about to get off, I was going to make a goodbye
again.
comrade joke, but I figured that was too obvious. Everyone, again, every American always makes that joke. No, don't worry about it though. I'm about to stop streaming.
How much time you have now?
Oh, that's what I was saying, is I'm getting off right now. I'll be back on tomorrow, the next day. I don't know what, I don't know how I should word things to help you better understand it. I don't know what English words you have and haven't picked up on.
I have 900.
But I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh, you meant what time is it here? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's... Sorry. I'm getting off. I don't know how else to word that. I'm shutting my stream off. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Goodbye. I'll be back on at pretty much the same time tomorrow. But have a good one.